Jack Johnson, Banana Pancakes, the introduction, we're looking at something like this. Let's first of all break down exactly what's happening over there. There's a lot of very cool hammer-on and pull-off techniques, and we're going to do it bar by bar, look at the chords, look at the techniques. So I'm first going to focus in really close on our fretting hand. We're starting with fret number 5, the ring finger. Notice my fingers are numbered. And I'd like to make sure that you have the PDF file with you open as well, so you can follow through with the tabs as we go through it. If you don't have the tabs, you've got my WhatsApp detail, let me know. Okay, slow motion, we're going to play this and then we'll break it down. Now let's take it through. We're starting, like we said, finger 3, fret 5, top string. We pluck it and then we slide it. So it's a very quick, hard pressure. Make sure your finger 3 pushes hard while sliding or the note will fade. After you've done that, your first finger is in place for fret 5, number 5, the third note on your tab. And then after that, you come back to the fret 7 on the 6th string. So your first 4 notes slow motion. Now from here, you'll notice my first finger is twitching. It's getting ready to pre-position itself onto fret number 5 on the top 6th string, so that I can pull off. You can see my hand over here pointing at it. I'm going to pull off the third finger to sound him, like that. So I'm not actually playing that string. Again, as I flick my ring finger off, that takes over. I slide that back to fret 3, pull off to the open, and then you finish with a hammer-on and fret number 5. So you can see my picking hand is sitting in the top of here. It's not doing much. So I'm going to zoom out over here now, and you're going to see slow motion exactly when I'm picking and when I'm doing hammer-ons and pull-offs. Slow motion there. One more time, get a bit more on the picking hand as well. 2 and 3 and 4 and after that, there's an A minor 7 chord, but it's first going to be strummed muted, like that. And you're going to catch that chord on the upstroke. So I'm strumming strings 1, 2, and 3, and 4. First finger is flat across the bottom 4 strings in fret number 5. And it's muted, and then a clear chord after that. So one more time, slow motion, including the chord. 2 and 3 and 4 and that's your first part. Now the second phrase is very similar, but have a look at the numbers at the end of the third bar. I'm going to focus on that note. Listen to this quickly. It ends on fret number 3. So the first phrase on fret 5 onto the A minor 7. The next riff is going to go fret 3 and then to G7. Now G7 looks very similar to what we just did with the A minor 7. In other words, finger 1 is once more flat across all 4 strings. Middle finger here waving at you is going to go to fret number 4 on the 3rd string, and this is my G7. Okay, so you have to watch out for that. If you play a normal G7 like this that you might or might not know, that doesn't sound good. So we need this specific way or voicing of how to play G7, because if you use a different way to play G7, it might not sound cool. Okay, anyway, enough talking. Let's play the first and second riff together now. Make sure I can see both left and right hands there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. And now the next riff on the next line is going to sound like this. And And let's have a look at that and break that down, because there are some very subtle, cool variations. So I'm going to start with the same slide, going across to fret number 5 on the 5th string again, but this time we're going to do a hammer-on and pull-off on that 5th string. So you can see I'm picking this note, I'm going to hammer on, and I'm going to pull him off, go to the 7 on top. I like picking that. You're going to pull off to the open string, and then hammer on, fret number 5 with the first finger. So super slow motion, you're going to have something like this. And if you put it in context, you're going to have this over here now. And the same A minor 7th chord we spoke about in the first part, in the first line of the tabs. So it's just a new riff, like that on the 5th string. And the last bar is going to be the same as the previous last bar. In other words, the riff leading to the G7 is constant. You're going to do the same. Nothing changes there. So to finish off, we're going to do it nice and slow. We're going to do the whole way through the first and second lines of the tab. I'm going to count you in. Notice it starts after the first beat. So I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So you're not coming in on the 1 count, you're coming in after the 1 count. Are we ready for this? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I made a mistake at the end there, and I'm not going to do the video again to show that I'm doing this live. Okay, after you've done that second riff without the mistake I just did, you're going to have a quick D7 strum where he sings "But baby," and then you're going to start the verse. Okay, so a little bit faster, hopefully no mistakes. Let's take it through, and I'm going to include a D7 strum twice. For those of you that don't know D7, finger 1 goes here on the 2nd string, middle finger number 2, and ring finger at the bottom string over there, D7, strumming from the 4th string down. Let's take it a bit quicker now. Now be careful not to play the song too fast. It's actually not that fast, but it's such a cool riff. I've noticed that quite a lot of us tend to want to speed it up. Let's get going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then you start playing the main part of the song. Now the chords, very easy. I'm going to focus on the chord shapes here. I'm sure you're familiar with G. I like playing my G like that, so I put both fingers 3 and 4 at the bottom, not like this. So standard G, but I notice a lot of guitarists like playing G like this. That's my favorite go-to. That's cool because when I change to D, my ring finger doesn't have to move. G, watch finger number 3. Going to change now. Finger 3 doesn't move. A minor 7 might be a new chord. It's simply that and that, which is in a sense A minor without the ring finger. A minor 7, and that leads itself really cool to playing C. So A minor 7 and C. Nice easy transition. Now the picking pattern, strumming pattern for this, which is a combination of both, we're going to play from the root note. The root note is the bass note, so G would be the 6, then play the 4th string, and then down up strum. So one more time. The D chord is 4th and 3rd string, A minor 7, 5th and 4th string, and C would be the 5th and 4th again. So slow motion if you ran through it. G, A minor, and C, and pick up speed. And you've pretty much got your verse for the song. Now, there's not much that changes through the rest of the piece. The techniques I've shown you and the different parts we've just worked through should guide you the whole way through Banana Pancakes. If you've got any questions, any discrepancies, like for example later at the end of it there, at the bottom chorus has got the telephone's ringing, is too early, don't pick it up. You've got an A minor 7, you've got a B minor, you've got an E minor. We should know those chords, because if you didn't, I wouldn't have given you a slightly more intermediate song. And the rhythm stays the same, it's just A minor 7. And that, for example, was the A minor 7 going through 4 times to the D for the line, but the telephone singing, ringing is too early, don't pick it up. And you can see the bass notes are crucial. 5th string, 4th string, D is 4. So it's a nice exercise to get nice accuracy with your picking hand. If you're a finger player, not a train smash, you're more than welcome to use fingers. I would do something like this. Or I'd use the back end of my nail. Because as you know, I prefer using a pick. But if you've got a finger style that's working for you, dead cool with that. The only other recommendation I'd like to interject over here is the B minor. Please use the bar chord. I'll show you why now. B minor is a bar chord. Finger 1 flat across all 6 strings. Finger 2 is at the bottom. Finger 3 and finger 4. And the only advantage of this over here is that you've got this B note, which you want to get the bass note for the bass melody against the B minor chord. And the rest of it should work like a charm. Any questions? Drop me a WhatsApp. Always cool to hear from you. And enjoy the song. Thank you very much.